wife beside me. My name is Melissa. I am 33 years old. I am married. My husband's name is Callum. He is 37 years old. I met Callum when I was 24. I saw him at a friend's party. He was tall and smart. Callum came to my table and started talking. I liked him right away. He made me feel important. We began to spend time together. We talked for many hours. Callum told me I was beautiful. I felt very happy when I was with him. He seemed like the perfect man for me. I believed he would be my husband. One evening, Callum took me to a park. He knelt down. He held a small box in his hand. He opened it, and there was a beautiful ring inside. Callum looked into my eyes and said, "Melissa, will you marry me?" I was so happy. I felt like the luckiest woman in the world. I said yes. I hugged him tightly. 2 months later, we got married. I wanted to be a good wife. Every morning, I woke up early. I made breakfast for Callum. Then he went to work. I took care of the house. I cleaned, washed dishes. I wanted to make him feel loved after his long work days. Callum loved me too. Callum came back home in the evening. I made dinner for him. We ate together and talked for many hours. We were very happy. Slowly, Callum began to change. He began to stay at work for longer hours. He would leave very early in the morning. Then he would come home late at night. Sometimes I was already asleep when Callum arrived. When Callum came home, he was often tired. His eyes looked heavy. He was often in a bad mood. He did not smile much. He stopped asking me about my day. In the beginning of our marriage, Callum wanted to know everything. He asked what I did, who I talked to, and if I had a good time. Now, there was only silence. When I tried to tell him about something, he would just nod or look away. I tried to hug Callum when he came home. I tried to hold his hand when we sat on the sofa, but Callum pushed me away. He said he was tired. His focus was only on his job. We lived in the same house. We ate at the same table. We slept in the same bed. But it felt like I was alone. I looked at him and saw a stranger, not the man I fell in love with. My heart felt heavy. One evening, I was waiting for Callum to come home. It was very late. Callum came in. His face was serious. He did not look at me. He walked into the living room and sat down. My heart began to beat fast. I knew something was wrong. He took a deep breath. Then he looked at me. He said, "Melissa, I do not love you anymore." My world stopped. My heart broke. I could not believe what I just heard. My eyes were full of tears. "Please, Callum," I cried out. "What are you saying? This cannot be true." I tried to touch his hand, but he pulled it away. Callum looked at me with cold eyes. I begged him. I said, "We can fix this, can't we? Remember when we first met? We were so happy then. Remember our wedding day? You promised to love me forever. Please, Callum, let's try again. We can make our marriage strong. We can find our love again." But Callum did not change his mind. He did not seem to care about my tears or my words. He said, "It is over, Melissa. I want a divorce. There is nothing left to save." I could not breathe. A divorce. How could this terrible thing happen to me? I sat there alone, crying. My life with Callum was over. The divorce happened. Callum signed the papers easily, as if our marriage meant nothing to him. I had to leave the house. I took a small bag. There was no family living close to me. I felt empty. I felt like a failure as a wife. Then one day, I met a man named Josh. Josh was kind and gentle. He asked me about my dreams. Josh never judged me. I realized I was not alone. I had someone who cared. Josh introduced me to his friends. He told me he loved me. I believed him. Now I am 38 years old. My life is different from before. I do not cry when I think of Callum. I do not ask myself why he left me. I know that Callum never loved me. My heart is full of happiness today. This happiness is because of Josh. He makes me feel safe and loved. After the divorce, I thought my life was over. But then Josh came into my life. He showed me that I deserved to be loved. Life gave me a second chance. I married a man who did not love me. But now, my new life has begun. It is a life with Josh. I am Melissa, and I am happy. If you like this story, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.